I just spent too much time incarcerated or locked up, and I told myself that I've had enough. I've had enough of this life, and the life of crime. You know, the stuff that we have to go through, the stuff that we put our families through. We think we're the only ones going through this pain and suffering, but we have our families out there also struggling without us.
My name's Obed Alfredo Cañas. I'm from Harlingen, Texas. My name is Widow Palm Trees in the Streets. I'm 34 years old. I'm facing state jail charges right now. The reason why I'm in here is for burglary by habitations and thefts. It's gonna be my 4th time incarcerated, 2 state jails and 2 TDCs. I joined the gang at 19 years old, robbing, stealing. Instead of working, I was kicking down doors. Basically, the way it was is like, I didn't care at the time, you know? I was running fast, doing fast things, living the fast life. You know, it was partying, clubs, girls, partying, clubs, girls. Even though I had a wife and family, I was choosing to be out in the streets. I was choosing the fast life, the easy life, dropping people, you know, taking care of business. If somebody disrespected us or tried to guerrilla us, we would go ahead and take care of business. Basically what we did was stick together, you know, as a unity. Since we were from the valley, when we would go up to TDC, we'd stick together for protection against other people. And if anybody actually stepped out of line, we'd handle business, because if you didn't, it was gonna be dealt with and you were gonna be dealt with. As we speak, I'm no longer associated with a gang, but I used to be associated with the Bayucos, which makes me an ex-Bayuco as we speak. Basically, escape is not the word, because there's never gonna be an actual 100% escape, but you could go ahead and slide on back, which means, you know, you're no longer gonna wanna participate in those type of activities due to your family members, due to wanting to better yourself. You're no longer gonna better, you're not gonna better yourself if you actually stay in those gangs, because you're just gonna keep on coming to prison or keep on coming to TDC. So I said, you know what, might as well slide on back. Let me try a different approach. And if that approach don't work, well then, you know, so be it. But I'm no longer gonna affiliate with those people and actually make it easier for myself to fall into TDC or state jail. That's what makes this thing interesting, that before these people, I would not be able to speak to them due to the fact that we were gang affiliated, you know? So I hated these people due to the fact that I represented something and they represented something else. But now that I slid on back, they've slid on back, I could sit there in a bunk and have a normal conversation with this person and realize that he's not a bad person at all. I've been into juvenile, to TYC, at Evans unit. Basically it's been a long road and a long rocky path of gang affiliations. I like the gang life. I loved it. You know, I've been around it, like I said, since juvenile years. You know, it's something that I knew and I thought it was right. And now I'm starting to realize, you know, years later, that it's basically wrong. What led me to that path is, you know, I'm not young no more. I'm not 19 like when I joined. I'm 34. I do have kids. I do have families. Well, my kids right now, I got 2 3-year-olds, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old. The 13-year-old and the 12-year-old actually know that I'm incarcerated. My other 2 kids think that I'm at work. So they actually have to lie to my children to know that daddy's at work, daddy will be home soon, daddy's gonna buy you presents when he comes home. But yet my older children, you know, they've already realized that it was a bust, just like Santa Claus, you know, that it's a lie. I've lost a lot of family members due to the fact that they have given up on me. You know, they wanted me to change my life. They get scared. They don't want me to be around because they think that the house is gonna get shot up. They think that something's gonna pop off and then my family's gonna become in danger. So basically they just kind of push me to the side. You know, I don't want to lie to myself anymore. Just recently, I started to look towards the skies, which is God himself. Before, never thought about him. Before, never even wanted to open up the Bible. Before, didn't even care what the preacher would come. We'd have rec, church. I'm not going, you know. I thought it was phony. I thought it was fake. But you know what? If I could go ahead and kick down doors, if I could go ahead and steal, if I could go ahead and do drugs, I might as well look to God. And if I fell in that direction, at least I could say I tried. Gangs don't pay. They don't. You're just gonna be sitting here doing the same thing I'm doing in a couple of years with the same documentary.
This is the booking area. We have 3 padded cells there. This is for the observation of inmates who are violent or who try to commit suicide. They are on their medical attention and also on one-on-one 50-minute lock with a jailer on that side. This is where Jessica Garcia is at right now. Right here. Right here. She's housed right here in PC9. And she's under a 50-minute lock. Jessica, calm down!
Yeah, I told Liz
What's going on? I'm gonna get you something good.
Okay.
I don't know. You tell me.
All I ordered was a pan of
I'm gonna send those to you. Give me an hour. Give me an hour.
I'm only smiling because I'm on camera. If not, I'd be still angry. Jessica Garcia. I've been here going on 3 months, 3 counts of assault, but then I got another harassment charge because I spit on one of the officers. I'm shaking because of my anxiety, so don't mind me. I got maced earlier because I was trying to hang myself, and I'm tired of being here. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in the Bible. I try to understand what God wants for me. I don't try to read the Bible that much because I'm afraid of what I find out. The devil attacks people of all ages. He attacks me a lot. And the reason why I'm not cured yet is because I don't have that much faith in God. I refuse to believe that someone can actually love me despite all the things I've done, despite all the things that's been done to me. I miss my family and I want them back. Abraham, if you're listening, I love you. Samantha, you listening, I love you. Becky, you listening, I love you too. And I'm sorry, please forgive me. My sister's the little girl from Selena. I called her up, I was like crying, I need help. She said I wasn't her responsibility. She said that I needed the kind of help that she couldn't give me.
What happens is we activate Tropical. Tropical comes, they screen them, and then our psychiatrist comes and checks them to make sure that they're okay to go back to general population, that they're not going to hurt themselves. We also have what we call a no harm agreement, which we talk to them, and they're like, no, you know what? I'm not going to hurt myself. Everything's going to be fine. We have them sign a no harm agreement, which is basically just a contract stating between medical and the inmate that they're fine to go back to general population.
I miss my family. Well, I definitely won't come back because I'm tired of living the life in jail. 252872, write to me.
My name is Angel Rivera. I'm 46 years old. I'm original from Mexico, but I was raised in Houston, Texas. And I'm doing a life sentence. Well, I have aggravated robbery. I was a member of the Mexican Mafia, a penitentiary family. Well, people call it Mexican Mafia, but it's not a Mexican Mafia. The name of this family is Mexicanemy. You know, Mexicanemy means, on a Aztec language, means a free Mexican. It's my 4th time down in penitentiary. I've been doing time since '85. You know, I was young. I was 17 years old when I started doing time. Yeah, my first time I was in Ferguson unit. You know, one kind of wild unit to this day. You know, and I was too young when I became a member of the Mexican Mafia. I was 19 years old. To get involved with these people, I have to send somebody to the Free World Hospital. Means I have to hurt somebody. We call him Camello, get in penitentiary. So I sent this guy to the Free World Hospital, and that's when I become a member of the Mexican Mafia. And to me, myself, now, I think that's the biggest mistake I make in my life now. And you know, and I stayed with the family almost 19 years. Yeah, and it was not easy to leave the family, because when you know it's like this in penitentiary, when you enjoy one of these families, it's like you marry these people, you know, and you meet a lot of good people. We are criminals, but still we got some good people in, you know. But and you know, you meet some good friends, you know. And I went home, and I went out there, you know, and I started living with these people around, you know. And I meet my woman and this guy's wife, you know. They become a good friends, you know. You meet some good people out there, but we are nothing but criminals doing the wrong thing out there, you know. And that's what happened to me this time. You know, I went home, and you know, I went out there, you know, and you know, kicking it with the homeboys, so-called carnales. And that's what happened. I mean, I was in the house. I was kicking back in the house with my wife, you know, having a good time. And now by Sunday, these two my brothers, they come to my house and they ask me, you know, hey man, we got these guys over there, you know, they selling some dope. So, and it's like in my neighborhood, if anybody sells some dope, they're gonna have to pay the dime. We call it a dime, 10%. So, you know, we have to go over there and check on these guys. So if they do not wanna pay, we're going over there and jack them guys. If, you know, we're gonna take the dope away, or we're gonna kill them guys. So that's what happened to me that day. To my brothers, they come to my house, they call me, say, we gotta go take care of this issue. So we went over there, man, and we hit the wrong house. Well, that's what happened. We hit the wrong house, and I seen it. When we went inside the house, I seen it was nothing but good working people. I seen it, but it was too late for me to stop. So we went inside, man, and that's what happened, man. I mean, just like that. Just like that, I pick up these life sentences. Just to be hanging around with these people. I spent almost 18 years on SEG. And SEG means you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You by yourself in there, man. And see, on TDC, we have a new program right now named The Version. The version means you go straight from the county jail to Garza East, and you go straight to Ellis 1, straight to the program. Refuse your gang. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I work in there, you know, and I try to teach these guys, man, these young guys, or these old school guys, you know, how to do it good, how to make a better decision for your life, man, to give you one more chance to your life, man. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do, man, just get you some education, man, and do something for your life. See, that's the way we live over here. You know, we eat little soup, you know, with the homeboys over here. We get together, you know, we make something to eat, you know, we show love to each other over here, you know. And, you know, we draw, everybody draws over here, you know, we got some start to drawing over here, you know, and...
Can you show us what books you have right there? What are the
yeah,
books?
it's a prayer, man, you know, you gotta, you know, like when you fall in Jesus, man, you're gonna, you know, there's a prayer, you know. Yeah, we got some over here, you know.
And that other book that you have there, what is that?
Yeah, that's my homeboy's book right here. You know, my friend's book. You know, something to read over here. You know, yeah. But me myself, I stick out with the religion book. You know, myself. You know, the same time, you know, you can respect others. You know, I mean, I respect every religion. You know, see, I find peace with Jesus, with religion. You know, that's my peace right here. But at the same time, I respect these guys. If they believe in something else, I respect that, you know. You got to respect, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way I am. You know, I got to respect, and I respect everybody, and I love everybody, you know. I love people, man. I love people, you know. I'm different.
My name's Paul Irvin. They call me Paul Wall. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Houston, Texas. I've been in 2 federal penitentiaries. That's a gang program, it's a gang unit. It's a federal, United States penitentiary. 2 mediums, and I've been in 2 county jails. Well, I'm on federal paper. I just did a 7-year bid in federal prison. So I'm on federal parole. I had to come down here to court. I was associated with a TS, Texas Syndicate. I was 20 years old. I mean, I really never, you got a lot of people that join the family because they ain't got no family. Unfortunately, fortunately, I've had my family. I just chose to go that route, you know, money, nice cars, women, clubs, you know, selling drugs, connections, you know, and unfortunately it led me to the federal prison, which that's where I threw in my towel. I let go due to political reasons, you know what I'm saying, and just, instead of giving my life to them, I chose to just let go and, you know, worry about myself and my family, get back out to my family. Yeah, I've made friends. I've made friends here. Some I've known. And I mean, of course, we're all in the same situation, all in the same boat now, so you learn to adapt with other people from different, how could I say, different culture is different. So yeah, I mean, there's good guys in here that are trying to, you know, do better things with their life, trying to you know, improve their behavior, or, you know, it's just, it's better now. It's better now that you're by yourself, standing on your own 2 feet. Don't have to take orders from nobody, or be fighting over nonsense stuff that don't even make no sense, you know. Over a card game, over somebody was with somebody's wife in the world, and they came in here, and he has rank, and he didn't like it, so he wants to send you to do it, you know. I mean, it's a chain of command, you know. You're always gonna report. You're always gonna have contact with somebody. You're always gonna know where you're at. If you're going somewhere, where you're going, you know, you always have to report to somebody. I mean, you got prospects, and then you got brothers, you know, and that's really the only levels there is. I was just a prospect. To go through this, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you see people that are still affiliated, they're still active, and they look at you like, you know, oh, you're weak or whatever. It doesn't bother me. I dust it off. I know where I stand. They know where I stand, but they're still in denial, you know what I'm saying? My biggest fear, now it's losing my freedom. That's one of my biggest fears, losing my freedom. You know, I value my freedom now. Of course, I'm locked up, not for committing a crime, not felony or misdemeanor or nothing, for child support. My kids, my family, my mom, that's my motivation to change. I've been out of federal prison for 2 years. I've been going to barber college, and so I have 2 more months to graduate to get my barber's license. So I'm gonna go back home and work part-time and finish my school. It's gonna happen. It's a dream. I've been waiting a long time for this, you know? It's gonna happen. Don't join no gang, you know? Don't join no gang and stay in school. Education is key. You know, nowadays you need an education for everything. You know, that's the main reason I'm getting on this camera, is for, you know, the kids that don't know, that grow up listening to what people tell them, you know? Don't listen to what people tell you, or, you know, just stay in school. You know, gangs is nothing, it's trash. It's trash. Don't waste your time. The effort you could put in to being in the gang, put it into school, you know, getting a career, going to college, you know. That's what I could say. And that's coming from experience, not from just somebody that wanna be or whatever. It's a rough life. You don't want it.
Ernie Longoria, Harlingen, Texas, 26 years old. Recently here on a child bench warrant for child support. I love putting on for my race, man. PRM. I love my bloodline. I love just everything in general. Our culture, our style. I'm waiting to go back to the state right now. And in the meantime, I'm here in a single cell, you know, and I gather my thoughts and I put everything on paper. A pretty bad childhood, I guess, growing up on the east side, my hometown. I ended up in prison at a very young age. I like to speak the struggle, because that helps me, you know what I'm saying? It helps me ventilate and let people know what I feel and what I've been through. And just to let them know, man, that it's hard. It's hard coming up in the poverty, man, and living this life, having to take that chance every day in the neighborhood in order to maintain. I took the time, instead of wasting it back here, I went ahead and try to do something positive. And by that, I started a record label. It's coming soon, Young Minority Records, and that's the plan as far as my release this time. Something I put together just to speak the struggle on my side of town. I'm so addicted to the street life and everything that's in it. The way that I be living is the reason why I'm feeling so addicted. I'm so addicted. Sometimes I get to thinking, my eyes just can't stop blinking. Them tears are creeping up, but there's no time to be a weakling. I was maintaining by stealing, all the gang banging and dealing. You can make it out, man, but you gotta be more than willing. My dreams were always fading, in my heart I stay believing. Eyes low cause I'm sipping, addicted and I ain't tripping. It's a doctor. I want to send out, just let my people know, my family, my brothers, my sisters, that I know I've done a lot of bad things I can't take back. I'm deeply sorry. That's why the songs I have today are dedicated to specific people in certain situations in my life, certain struggles.
I'm so addicted to the street life and everything that's in it. The way that I be living is the reason why I'm feeling so addicted. I'm so addicted to the street life.
You have any in Spanish?
Sí, tengo.
Sí. This is for my raza, la raza mexicana. Pisto en my panza, si no tranzas, no avanzas. Déjalenos su juego mexicano 100%, siempre estamos listos, los ojos bien tumbados from the hydro and the pisto. This is for my people batallando y sufriendo. Venemos del Valle, Bronx and Harlingen y San Benito. Stampa on my pecho and you know hago recio. Donde quiera que caigo, gano mi respeto, el orgullo mexicano lo traigo bien puesto. I'm chilling with my gente mezcalero hasta la muerte.
Night we do a prayer circle down here, man. Down here we got a prayer circle every night, and we just pray for families. We give thanks to God every night. We're lovely. We got a, how do you say it?
We got a real blessed dorm. That's one thing about it.
Amor de hermanos en Cristo en español.
We don't know each other. Right here, us two, we're at war with them back in the day. Yeah, Bayuco, Texas Syndicate. We didn't like each other. We started a war in 2004. We're killing each other's stuff, but now look at us. We hang out together. Why we put the stupid shit behind us? Excuse my French, but that's what it is.
Yeah. We got here, you know, we all help out each other. There's people here don't make commissary. We got our hustle.
We
got the people who make groceries.
We start look out for each other.
Look out for each other. You know, I color it. You know, it's for para ti madrecita, and I just come up with an idea. And I just cut it. I paste it with glue.
With
toothpaste.
There's another one. He made this one too.
See?
Look, then you got a little card right here. Yeah. So when you mail it home, it's a little card for you. Says Happy Valentine's Day.
The string up there depends on what color they want to use, and depending on which style you want it. Like this one has gray, light blue, and dark blue. You just mix them up. It depends how you mix them. The pattern comes out. This one's black and white. They wanted a black and white one, so the majority of it's black, and I put one strip of white through it, and you spin the string. The string's probably like about 8 to 16. No, let's say about 8 yards. By us spinning it, look what happens right there. And a regular rosary has 56 beads, so I put 50 beads. That's the first one. And these 3 color strings, we just made it look like this.
25 minutes, me and my boy Charlie make it. He already did everything. I just put the ingredients. It's 6 layers. It's cake mix, cookies from the strawberry cream, the strawberry stuff, that's the cream filling. The apples, we use like 9 apples, we use M&M's, we use Reese's Pieces, butterscotch candy, and peanuts. And it just took us 25 minutes, and this is what we came up with. We've been in prison, so we know how to do this like eating like the back of our hand. And we created this, we gave people some slices, and the rest is for sale, and if they want to buy some, you know it's good.
We got a song downstairs, se llama Si Yo Tuviera Fe como un granito de mostaza.
Ready? I have faith like a mustard seed.
Ready? Dice, si yo tuviera fe como un granito de mostaza.